Regardless of the type of freelance writing you want to do, there are three key elements that you need to have. And in reality, these keys are effective in just about everything in life. Whether you're trying to be a freelance writer, a blogger, or if you're just trying to find a date. I'm Michael with WriterSanctuary, and today I want to talk about motivation, determination, and perseverance. Now, before we get started, you can hit the like button to help the channel out. And for more videos about freelance writing, hit subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can always hit me up on social media, on Twitter and Facebook, or use the contact form on WriterSanctuary.com's website. Okay, so the first key thing is motivation. Now, you've got to have motivation if you want to see any of your plans follow through. Because if you're not motivated to work, you're not really going to get very far. That's true in just about everything, whether it's freelancing or if you want to mow the lawn in the backyard, or if you're trying to put together something in the kitchen. I know sometimes it gets hard because you get the I don't wannas in the first thing in the morning, and I deal with that on a daily basis. But you got to find a way to push through. Because if you're not finding a way to motivate yourself, then you're not going to accomplish any of your goals. The first thing you can do is build some positive habits. Now, positive habits can go a long way to support your cause. For instance, back in June, I decided to do a experiment on my own personal blog where I would write every day for 30 days. Now, the premise of the experiment was to see if it made a difference in traffic, but the end game turned out to be something far better in the long run. See, even though the blog didn't really improve anything in Google, it did improve things on a personal level. Because after I was done doing that experiment, I created a good habit for myself. Even to this day, if I wake up first thing in the morning, if I do anything else other than write, I feel a little off. I am driven to write, and it was all because of putting in the effort for 30 days straight. And during that entire time, there was days where I really didn't want to write, but I still found the gumption to do so. Gumption. Anyway, my point is that you gotta find ways to motivate yourself to accomplish anything. And if you're a freelance writer, this means putting in the effort to do that next piece of content or find those clients that you want to have. Or if you're on content mills, that means grabbing every order you can and writing it out as quickly as possible. Because once you start building all those positive habits, it starts impacting the next day and then the next. Before you know it, you can't think of anything but writing. Okay, well, let's talk about determination. Now, in reality, determination and motivation kind of work hand in hand. It's kind of a symbiotic relationship in some cases, because your determination to accomplish a goal will fuel your motivation to see it through. And if you're more motivated to accomplish something, that kind of heightens your determination to succeed. But you have to be honest with yourself. How determined are you really to succeed in whatever you're trying to do? Because you can wish and want all of the success in the world, but if you're not determined to see it through, it doesn't really matter. Is it going to be enough to prompt your motivation to put in the work? For instance, I am determined to make something at WriterSanctuary this year. That in turn has fueled my drive to make sure that I have 3 articles a week and 3 videos a week. And it's a realistic determination that I've made for myself. And lastly, and probably one of the most important, is perseverance. Now, perseverance is how well you adapt to seeing the end result of just about anything you're trying to do. This includes situations that are both positive and negative. In fact, it's the negative ones that you have to worry about. How well you adapt to failures is incredibly vital as a freelance writer. Because you're going to have people that don't like your work, and that's true whether you're a novelist or if you're working on content mills. You're going to face adversity, and you need to be able to adapt to it. For instance, let's say that you applied at Textbroker and you were only rated a 3-star. You can't let that rating dictate the rest of your life. Now, I've brought up the story before about my friend who got rated 3-star and then quit writing altogether, and then he moved on. He wanted to write, but then Textbroker said, you're only a 3-star, that means average, and he felt it was way better than it was. So instead of persevering and putting in the effort to fine-tune his skill and move into a better position, he quit altogether. Me, on the other hand, I am tenacious. So when I was rated a 3-star, instead of pouting about it, I decided I'm going to make sure that I am a 4-star. I was determined to succeed, which motivated me to put in the effort to do all the research I could possibly do to try to fine-tune my ability to write in AP-style English. Because when I first started in 2012, I had no idea what I was doing. I went to school for graphic design and computer animation in 2001. I have no idea what to do when it comes to content. So I spent the next 10 years honing my skills and becoming the success I am today. Because when you give up on the first negative experience, it's going to impact the rest of your life. Does that mean that my friend could have been the success I am today? I don't know, because he never put in the effort. For me though, I'm extremely glad that I did. It was my perseverance that saw me through. Instead, view a failure as a method to learn of what not to do for the future. As long as you learn how to fix those problems, good things can happen. Then it no longer is a failure, but an educational experience. And some of the greatest inventors of all time failed plenty before they succeeded. Now, do I compare myself to Thomas Edison? Not really. I'm probably just about as tenacious. But don't dwell on the failure. Dwell on learning from it. Because you never know just how far a career path will take you. So what are some of the greatest strengths you have as a freelancer? For me, I think it's being tenacious. It's probably one of the best compliments I ever got from any employer. I don't like to lose. And for the longest time, my motto was never give up, never surrender. For all you Galaxy Quest fans, I love that movie. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, and for more videos about freelance writing, Textbook, or WordPress, or anything else I cover, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. I think that's going to do it for me today. Good luck to you, and I'll see you next time.